Hello everyone, welcome to Math Easy, where we make math easier to understand with our free Tagalog tutorials. If you're new here, subscribe para po updated ka sa ating lessons. To my fellow teachers, we also offer editable PowerPoint presentations to save you time in lesson preparation. Check the links below and message us on Facebook. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Our topic for today is all about translating real-life situations to algebraic expressions. Okay? So for you grade 8 students, this is also a review lesson on our previous lessons in grade 7. Kasi magagamit nyo rin po ito sa mga susunod pang lessons. Alright, so our learning competency for today is to model real-life situations using algebraic expressions. Okay, now mathematics is very important in real life. Mathematical expressions are used to simplify and solve real-world problems efficiently. Okay, I can give you a few examples here. Kung maalala nyo, ito rin po yung ating lesson previously. So here we have different jobs, occupations in real life where we can use mathematical expressions. Okay, first we have here the engineers in computing for the total weight that they need in the construction for bridges or structures. No, in this example, it's a bridge. They can have this expression: P is equal to W times N, meaning the total weight is equal to the average weight of the vehicles times the number of vehicles in order for them to compute the needed analysis for the construction of this bridge. Okay, what else? In accountancy, we have here this formula. P is for profit. Profit is equal to revenue R minus the expenses. So you deduct the expenses from the revenue, you will get the profit. In medicine, nurses and doctors also can use this formula in order for them to know how much dosage they are going to give to their patient para malaman nila kung ilan ba dapat yung medicine na ibibigay, gaano ka laki or gaano kadami yung medicine. So they have this formula. D is equal to W, the patient's weight times R, which is the recommended dosage per kilograms. And lastly, for computer or software engineering, computer programmers, they can also use this formula, simple formula for storage. S is equal to U times F, where U is the number of users times the F, which is the file size per users. So all of these are examples of how we can use these algebraic expressions in real life. Okay, so i-review lang po ulit natin ang algebra. Okay, remember in grade 7, we were able to discuss this. Okay, so algebra is a branch of mathematics that uses symbols and letters to represent numbers and operations. Okay, so it involves letters or symbols at the same time, numbers and symbols. So ano po ulit tawag natin sa mga letters or symbols na ginagamit natin? Like for example, X, Y, Z, A, B, and so on. Yes, ang tawag po natin sa kanila ay variables. At ano naman po ang tawag natin sa mga numbers and symbols? Okay, correct. Those are called constants. Okay? Ano pa po? We also had the algebraic expressions. Okay, let's define algebraic expressions. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables, numbers, and yung pangatlong element natin, operations. Okay, so i-recall natin yung mga examples nito. So if we have here x plus 3, and then we have here x minus y, and then we have xy, or x times y, ang ibig sabihin yan. We also have here 2x plus y, and then it means 2 times x plus y. And then we have x over y, meaning x divided by y. We also have here a squared plus b squared, or a times a plus b times b. Yun po yung ibig sabihin nito, no? These are all examples of algebraic expressions. So if we have here 1 plus 3, is this an algebraic expression? No. Okay, we also have here 4 plus negative 6. Is this an algebraic expression? Hindi rin po. Ang tawag natin sa mga ito ay numerical expressions only. Okay, and if we have now variables, x plus 5 is equal to 11, is this an algebraic expression? Hindi pa rin po. Bakit? this is what we call an algebraic equation kasi meron na po tayong equal sign. Okay? So take note lang po yung difference ng expressions at saka equation. Expressions is just the combinations of variable numbers and operation. Wala pong equal sign yan. Pag may equal sign na siya, ang tawag na natin ay equation. Now, if we have here numbers only, no, in the context of numbers, hindi po matatawag na algebraic expression siya. Pero pag may mga numbers, in the context of algebraic expressions, pwede pa rin po siyang matawag kung ito ay constant. Okay? Now, let's proceed to our example of algebraic expression. No? Let's proceed to the elements or yung mga parts ng ating algebraic expressions. So, we have what we call the variables. Again, variables is symbol. They are symbol letters that represent one or more value. So in this example, 3x minus 5, saan po dito yung variable? Okay, correct. It's x, no? Next, constant. Constant is a number or symbol that represent one fixed value. Hindi po yan nag-iiba. It doesn't change. As compared to variable, nagbabago po yan. So, asan po dito yung constant? Okay. Kung ang sagot nyo po ay 5, actually, mali po, no? Kasi ang constant po dito kasama pati yung negative sign or yung operation before the number 5. So, ito pong buong negative 5, yan po ang ating constant. How about coefficient? Okay, coefficient is a number that multiplies a variable. Okay, saan po dyan ang ating coefficient? Okay, correct. It is positive 3. Okay, ano pa po? These are examples of coefficient. There are two types, by the way. We have numerical coefficient and then we have the literal coefficient. If you can remember, ang numerical coefficient, ito po yung mga numbers natin. And then for literal coefficient, ito na po yung mga variables. Okay? So here in this example, 3x, asan po dito ang numerical coefficient? It's 3. Ano po ang literal coefficient? It's x. Okay? Next, for 2xy, ano po ang numerical coefficient? Correct, 2. And then for literal coefficient, okay, dalawa po yan, x and y. For 5y raised to 2 or 5y squared, our numerical coefficient is 5 and our literal coefficient is y squared. Kasama na po pati yung exponent. And for variable y, our numerical coefficient is 1. Kasi remember, before the variable, there is always a coefficient which is 1. Okay? Invisible lang po yan, hindi nakikita. And for the literal coefficient, of course, it is y. Okay, what else? Meron din po tayong tinatawag na term. Term refers to a part of the expression separated by plus or minus. Okay? Ano po yung mga terms natin dito? Okay? By the way, it involves number, variable, or a combination of both. Okay? It includes the operation in front as its sign. Okay, so ano po yung ating term? Unang term dito, we have 3x, yung buong 3x po na yan. Okay, ano pa po? We also have here negative 5. Take note, kasama pati yung operation or yung sign. So again, our terms here are 3x and negative 5. Okay, proceed na po tayo sa verbal phrases or keywords na ginagamit natin commonly in 4 different operations. Okay, unahin po muna natin yung addition. Okay, so you have here the verbal phrases or keywords, algebraic keywords. We have the first one, sum of. Okay, ano po ang example nito? The sum of a number and 9. Okay, and if we're going to represent a number, in this example, gagamit po tayo ng variable x. Okay, pwede naman pong ibang letter, pero in this example, ang napili po natin gamitin ay x. So, paano natin siya isusulat in an algebraic expression? Okay, so it's just x plus 9. Ganun lang po siya, no? Next one, added to. Okay, example, 6 added to a number, ibig sabihin, yung number na yon isusulat natin, madadagdagan ng 6. Okay, kasi 6 is added to a number which is x. Next one, increase by. Okay, example, a number increased by 5, meaning there is a number which is x, tapos nadagdagan ng 5. So, anong una nating isusulat dito? It's x. Okay, kasi naunang na-mention yung a number. Okay, so it's x plus 5. And then next one, ito, medyo kailangan nating maging careful sa more than. Pag meron na pong word na than, kadalasan nababaliktad na po yung ating algebraic expression. Example, a number more than 7, no? Siguro una, ang iniisip muna natin is isusulat natin yung x plus 7, no? Pero pag meron na pong word na than, okay, nababaligtad na po yan. So, our answer here is 7 plus x. Our algebraic expression is 7 plus x. Okay? Next, total of. The total of a number in 3 is x plus 3. Okay? The total of a number in 3 is x plus 3. Next one, gain. Pwede rin po ito. Meaning, a gain of 4 units can be x plus 4. Next one, raised by. Umangat, nadagdagan. Like for example here, salary raised by 2,000 pesos, x plus 2,000. And then grow by, the tree grew by 10 centimeters. So x plus 10. Okay, question. Pwede po bang magkapalit-palit ang ating mga terms when it comes to addition? When it comes to addition, pag pinasulat po tayo ng arrangement, algebraic expressions, dapat po tama yung pagkakasulat natin. Pero, when it comes to the final answer, magiging parehas lang din po ang sagot natin because of what property? Okay? Yes, because of the commutative property. Ibig sabihin, kahit na magkabaliktad si x tsaka 9, magiging parehas pa rin ang answer nila. Okay? Yun nga lang, kapag meron na pong ibang elements dito or terms na may negative value, medyo mag-iiba na yung kanyang value. So you have to be careful. For now, kailangan muna nating sundan yung tamang pagsulat ng mga algebraic expressions. Okay, let's go to subtraction keywords. Okay, una we have here difference between. Alam naman natin ang ibig sabihin ng difference. Okay, so we have here example, the difference between a number and 5. The answer is x minus 5. Decrease by, ibig sabihin na bawasan. A number decreased by 6 is x minus 6. Number 3, reduce or diminished by. Example, a number reduced by 9 is x minus 9. Next one, drop by. Ibig sabihin, bumagsak. Ginagamit ito usually sa temperature. The temperature dropped by 2 degrees Celsius. Ibig sabihin, x minus 2. Next one, less than. Okay, ito na naman tayo. Meron na namang word na than. You have to be very careful with this. Okay, katulad kanina sa addition, mababaligtad lang din po ang ating algebraic expression. So if we have here a number less than 12, you might think that this is x minus 12. Pero hindi po. Unahin natin si 12. So this will be 12 minus x. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung number na yun ang naibawas sa 12. Yun po yung concept nito. Kaya siya tinawag na less than. So 12 minus x, yung x ang naibawas sa 12. So a number less than 12. Next one, 12 less than a number. Paano naman po ito? 12 less than a number, ibig sabihin, babalik ta rin ulit natin. Kung 12 yung unang nabanggit, na-mention dito, therefore, yun din yung last. So, x minus 12. Okay, paano naman po pag walang than? Okay, less lang siya. Okay, straightforward lang po. 12 less a number, meaning 12 minus x lang siya. Okay? Next, subtracted from, naibawas. So, ibig sabihin, a number na ibawas sa 10. Number subtracted from 10. So, 10 minus x. 10 subtracted from a number, meaning x minus 10. Okay? So, yun po yung subtraction keywords natin. Now, let's proceed sa multiplication. Paano naman po ang multiplication? Okay, so here we have product of. Example, the product of a number and 6. Pag isusulat natin yan, it's just 6x. Ibig sabihin, 6 times x. Next one, we have multiply by. A number multiplied by 5, it is 5x. Okay, next one, twice or double. Example, twice a number or double a number, meaning 2x. Okay? Next, thrice or triple, ganun din po. Thrice a number, kung twice a number is 2x, thrice a number is 3x. Times, okay? 4 times a number, it's just 4x. Next one, of. Okay, ginagamit po ito. Napaka-short na word, pero ang ibig sabihin nito ay multiplication. Okay? 2/3 of a number. Ibig sabihin, you are going to multiply the number x sa 2/3. Okay, magiging 2/3 x. Okay, pwede na natin siyang isulat na 2x over 3. Okay, parehas din po yan. Okay, parehas din po. Next, per. 20 pesos per person. Ibig sabihin, 20x. Yung person po dyan is yung x. Next one, area of. Okay, ginagamit natin to sa geometry. The area of a rectangle with length x and width y. Ibig sabihin, multiply lang natin yung length and then width. Length times width. So we have here x, y, or x times y. Okay, last operation is division. Ano naman yung mga common terms sa division? We have the word quotient of. Okay, example, the quotient of a number and 9. Pag isusulat natin yan, it's just x divided by 9. Pwede rin siyang isulat in this way. So, x over 9. Okay, what else? Divided by. Okay, very obvious. A number divided by 4 is x divided by 4. Or, pwede rin ganito in a fraction form, x over 4. Ratio of, the ratio of a number to 7, meaning x over 7. Next one, half of. Kung may double sa multiplication, meron din pong half of sa division. Half of a number is just x over 2. Next one, 1/3 of. 1/3 of a number, meaning, multiply mo yung x sa 1/3. So, pwede siyang isulat as x over 3. Okay? All over, 20 all over a number is 20 over x. Okay? And then last is split into. Ibig sabihin, nahati. A number split into 5 equal parts is x over 5 or x divided by 5. So, yun po lahat yung mga algebraic expressions na ginagamit natin kadalasan. Okay, proceed na po tayo sa examples. Okay, in this example, pwede nyo pong i-pause itong video para kung gusto nyong i-try on your own, you can do it on a piece of paper tapos pwede nyong i-play and then i-compare nyo yung sagot nyo sa ating sagot. Okay, so let's now proceed with the examples. Okay, we have here the first one. Sabi dito, by the way, the instruction is to translate each phrase into algebraic expressions. If not given, use x to represent the unknown or the value of or the number. Okay, so pwede tayong gumamit ng x kapag ang na-mention lang ay number. Okay, let's see. The sum of r and 10. Ano po ang algebraic expression natin dito? Okay, it's just r plus 10. Okay, next, the product of 2 and m. Our answer is 2m. Next, the quotient of a number and 5, it's x over 5. Or pwede ring x divided by 5. Next, thrice a number is 3y. Next, a number less 5 is x minus 5. Okay, hindi po ito less than. Okay, kasi kapag less than po ito, mababaliktad po yung ating pagkakasulat. Okay, less lang po siya. Next, 3 less than a number. Ito, meron na pong than. So, how are we going to write? Mauuna po ba si 3? Hindi po. Mauuna yung a number which is x. So, x minus 3. Next, half of p. Ano po ang half of p? It's just p over 2. Next, 8 more than t. It's just t plus 8. Take note, meron pong word na than. So, hindi po natin isusulat muna yung 8. Ang mauna pong nating isusulat ay t. Okay? Alright. I hope nasagot nyo po ito. Next, another example. Okay, pwede nyo rin po ulit i-try on your own. You can pause this video para matry nyo sa papel and then you can compare it later on. Okay, so ang sagot po natin, let's now answer this example. Twice a number increased by 5 is 2x plus 5. Okay? Next, the product of 8 and c minus 2. Take note, may comma po dyan. Ibig sabihin, unahin muna natin tong first phrase. The product of 8 and c, meaning 8c. Tapos minus 2, kaya 8c minus 2. Next one, the quotient of thrice a number and 5. Okay? The quotient of thrice a number and 5. So ano ang nasa numerator ng ating fraction? Yung thrice a number, meaning 3x, tapos ang nasa denominator ay 5. So 3x over 5. Next one, 3/4 of n plus 10. It's 3/4 n plus 10. Pwede rin naman pong 3n over 4 plus 10. Okay? Pwede rin po yan. Next one, 7 more than 4 times a number. It's 4x plus 7. Next, the difference of 2 times a number and 4, it's 2x minus 4. Next one, 6 times the sum of a number and 9, it's 6 times the quantity of x plus 9. And then last example, 4 times the square of b reduced by 1. Ano po ang pagkakasulat? 4b raised to 2 minus 1. Okay, so I hope nakuha nyo rin po ito. Medyo mas mahaba po yung expressions natin dito sa example B. Okay, so before po tayo magtapos, may iwan po akong activity para sa inyo. So you can also practice on your own. You can answer this on your own papers. Okay, so we have here, translate the following statement into algebraic expressions. Kung y po ang nakasulat, gumamit po kayo ng y. Okay? Kung x naman po, ay gumamit kayo ng x for the variables. Okay? So I believe you can do this. God bless po sa inyong pagsagot. And I hope to see you again on the next video. Thank you very much for listening. For the next lesson, we will be having introduction to polynomials. Alright? So see you on the next one. Thank you. God bless and bye-bye. Kung meron kang natutunan sa video na ito, please click the subscribe button to support this channel para mas matulungan ulit kita sa mga susunod mo pang math lessons. Lagi mong tatandaan, ang math ay para sa lahat. At ako si Teacher Van, nagsasabing dito sa Math Isip, lamang ang nag-iisip. God bless and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.